I need to clear your minds. Because if there's something in your mind that's saying, this will be hard, I want y'all to hear this, this will be hard or this won't happen, then it won't. And he shares, he takes an hour to create context. Takes an hour. He shares 4 stories. All the stories are basically similar. They're about how something seemed impossible and improbable and a miracle was created. One of the stories was about my good friend Steve Chandler, old coach, who coached with Hardison, and he wanted to go speak in Timex. Timex, you know, the watch. And he had this talk that he was going to do in Timex. And he's being coached by Steve Hardison, and Hardison says, how much are you going to charge for the talk at Timex? And he says, you know, I'm thinking $1,200. And he's like, that's way too little. $1,200, like way too little. And so he says, for this kind of talk at Timex, it's $40K. So both of them go to Timex to get the speaking gig, and he shares what he wants to do. And Timex says, okay, we want to hire you. How much? And Steve Chandler must have forgot the coaching, and he goes up to the whiteboard and he goes, $1,200. Even though he was coached that it's $40K. So my coach Hardison jumps up and he says, what he meant was $1,200 per person, but we give you a deal. Steve Chandler left that meeting with 10 $40,000 speaking gigs. Can you hear that? So all the stories were like this, right? At the end of each story, Hardison says to me, Devon, do you know how this wouldn't have happened? And I'm like, how, Steve? And he looks at me and he says, if they let a flimsy little door get in the way. The go-to mind coach at the NBA. Nobody helps people, athletes, the way I do. And I'm saying I can't open this guy's door because I don't want to interrupt him. So I want you to look in your world right now. Where in your life, whether real or imagined, are you allowing a flimsy little door to get in the way of who you say you are and what you do?